We back in the building, y'all. From Florida to LA, from New York to freaking any city where you at. Texas, man. Shout us out. Everybody shout us out, man. You back in tune. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, man, you are tuned in to the infamous, diabolical, relentless, undeniable, undisputed, retaining, greatest tag team podcast champions of the world. Jordan the Juggernaut James, Sam Moneyman Bam, and the Kid West V, and we are the Let Loose Podcast.
Yo,
Yo, what's
yo.
goodies?
Real winning is in all day, every day, man. We got the kids back in town, man. We happy to be back, man. We're here on this Wednesday night, 10:16 right now, whatever, in FLA. So, man, we just chilling, man. We're gonna talk a little football, but first things first. Jordan James, how in the hell are you, my brother?
What's going on, man? What's going on, fellas? Let me
What
talk
up? What
to you.
up?
Let's go, let's go.
How's it going, world? Appreciate everybody tuning in to Let Loose Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate everybody who has subscribed and tuned into the Miami Hurricanes video we did. It's much obliged. I appreciate y'all. Everybody, like, share, subscribe to the Let Loose Podcast. We giving sporadic giveaways. We doing all this shit, man. On the road to 500. We get 500, we got that giveaway. Yes, sir.
Yeah. 10,000 views. We got that giveaway as well. For real. I'm trying to get that stuff away, man, by the end of the month. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Keep that shit going up, baby. For real. Let's get it.
Yeah. West V, what's up, my man? How's it going?
What's good, my dudes? Just chilling, man. Ready to get this week's game picks in and see
All
how we
right.
do.
Bet that. Well, let's talk about Diontae Johnson. Just got shipped to the Ravens from the Panthers, so they made a last minute trade. Smart in their end, kind of shocking because he was their most producing item they had
Dominant.
over there. Not really saying that much, but however, he just got over there, from Pittsburgh, and then get to Carolina. I'm sure he's glad to be leaving Carolina, but now does this make the Baltimore Ravens the favorites in the AFC? Potentially the whole thing. What do you guys think?
They'll be looking good. I don't know if that's the key, but I think the defense, they should have picked up somebody on defense as well. But hey, man, you definitely need a piece over there, or whatever. But I don't think that's the major piece that you needed because those other guys are doing well as well. You got all the guys that you need. You got Bateman and you got Zay Flowers. You got those guys over
It's
there.
really just
But
Flowers. The
yeah,
other
but
guys are inconsistent.
yeah, but Aguilar and all those guys, man, they get open. They get open. They get their yards. They don't do a lot of touchdowns, but man, they get open or whatever. They're speedsters. You got a speedsters, man. But Deontay Johnson get those guys over the top too. So you got to double one of those guys. So I think that's a great pickup. But I feel like they should have picked up something on defense as well.
Point taken. I think it was a good pickup too. Definitely helps Lamar. It's gonna ease his workload. It's gonna make things a lot easier for him, especially on games where Derrick Henry's running through everybody. Deontay Johnson can take the night off. It's like a light
Hmm.
sparring session. It's like a nice run on the treadmill. If anything, decoy, you're gonna get some respect. You still got two great tight ends and Mark Andrews and Likely. The
Hmm.
Ravens are thriving right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most dangerous team in the league offensively.
Hmm.
No question about it. This is a good
Not
pickup for the
against
Ravens.
Jameis Winston though.
Yeah, it was a little rough last week. Jameis, he
Hmm.
surprised us all too,
He
man. We
did.
we
He
had the over
did.
under on his picks at 3. He threw 3 touchdowns and no picks and threw for over
Hmm.
300 yards. He
That's
had two
it.
passes that should have been picked, but they weren't. So Jameis Winston,
Yeah,
man, he
yeah.
showed
He
up, man.
hyped.
Got to give him
That
a
boy
shout out,
hyped.
bro.
He
Yep.
definitely hyped
Get
right
to
now.
it. Wes, you like this trade? You think this makes the Ravens the favorites? Quick.
I mean, I can't say the favorites until Kansas City's not there, not in it. I can't.
Mm.
I can't say that anybody is the favorites besides them. No matter how sloppy, how ugly they play, and what their win record is, until they're not in the Super Bowl, I can't give someone else, that title as the favorite. I'm sorry.
It looked good on paper. It looked real good on paper.
They always do though. That's the problem. It's like for the last, I don't know, for years and years in a row, I would convince myself this is the year the Ravens will beat the
Hmm.
Chiefs. And then
Yeah.
it never happens, And then that's why everybody was so high on Cincinnati because for a while Cincinnati was getting the best of them in the playoffs
Hmm.
when they went to the Super Bowl the year and lost
Right.
to the Rams. But Joe Shiesty had his number.
Yeah.
Them boys,
Right.
they could just beat Kansas City. They were one of the few teams they could.
Right.
Kansas City somewhat, beating them now. I think the last what 1, 2 times they played, I think now kind of late, but we'll see if they meet in the playoffs. I don't think Cincy's in danger of that. But anyways,
Nah.
good trade though for the Ravens.
Yeah, but with Kansas City, whatever, picking up Hopkins and you just picking up Kareem Hunt off the street or whatever, man, they still set,
Yeah,
So
and he's putting in work.
Yep.
for real, coming right in or whatever, like shit, like he
Three
just
three
left from
catches for
another
30
team.
yards or something like that.
Yeah, no
That'll
So
do it.
bullshit.
hey,
Chiefs
that's
still
what it is.
Chiefs still definitely got to be the favorite in the AFC, but this is
Mm,
definitely a killer pickup for Baltimore.
yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Let's shoot right to it, fellas. We going to week 9 game picks or what? We got some game picks this week.
Yeah,
Hell
let's
yeah.
get straight to it. Thursday, tomorrow, we got Houston going to New York. The New York Jets. They're favored by 2. New York Jets are, surprisingly. Over under is 42 and a half. Hey man, I'm just gonna say Houston. Houston, well, this might be a trap game for Houston because the Jets have had a shitty run of the mill. You know, they fire Robert Sala, they get Devontae Adams, they get it, have the interim head coach, new play callers, this, that, and the third, and it's still not working. So they got to win another game sometime this season. I'm not saying I can't say that it's going to be against Houston. I'm
Mhm.
going to take Houston.
Well, let me stop you in your tracks real quick, man, because what we're not bringing up here is Nico Collins is still out and Stephon Diggs is gone for the year
It's
now.
You're
gone.
So
right.
Tank Dell's got to be ready.
Tank
You got
Dell and Joe
Tank
Mixon's got
Dell.
to step up.
Mixon's got to
Mhm.
step up, and maybe is this a sighting for John Mechie? John Mechie, he's been kind of quiet all year, coming back from his cancer treatment. And all
They're
that'd
going to
be a
need
good
something else
good time
besides
to
those
get him into
two.
the rotation because
Mhm.
they're gonna need more than that. And
Yeah.
Schultz, and I think this is a tough order, man. That was a huge blow to Houston's offense, and
Yeah.
I don't know when Nico's coming back, but
I still
they got to
think
kind.
Texas. I still think the Texans have enough to beat the Jets until Aaron Rodgers can show me that he is decent and not on the washboard. Like he's kind of looking washed to me, guys. So
Yeah,
until he can prove me otherwise, I can't pick him unless he's going against like Carolina or something like that.
you going
Mhm.
over or under 42 and a half?
I'll go the over on that.
All right, just to cap it off, I think the Jets win this game, bro. They've lost 5 games in a row.
I
The
know.
urgency's now. There's just no way. Depleted Houston team, you got to win this game, man. Aaron Rodgers might retire after this game if they lose this one. So I'm going with the Jets. I'm going with the Jets, and I think they'll cover the 2 points. I'm going over.
I'm going with the Jets. I'm going with the 2 points. Aaron Rodgers is not going to be in the slump forever. Like he's still a man amongst boys, even though he's having a crazy situation this year. He's just coming back off the injury. I feel like he's still feeling some of the lingering effects. Um, I like the under though. I like the under.
Okay.
I don't think the Texans going to score a lot of points. I think Mixon's going to get his. I think he's going to be able to rush. But I don't think Stroud, man, is going to get too much going on with that Jets defense, especially with Reddick in the game now. Whatever, he definitely brings a different perspective of that defense. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch out for him. Definitely double team or anything else, whatever you can try to do. But I like the Jets on this one. I like a lot of the underdogs this week too.
All right. Let's move on.
All right, for the next game, we're going to go to Sunday 1 o'clock games. The first game, yeah, I just want to go ahead and get this one out the way. We got Dallas going to Atlanta, where Atlanta's favored by 2.5. The over under is 51 and a half. I'm going Atlanta. I don't trust fucking Dallas. I trust Dallas as much as I trust the New York Jets, and that ain't worth shit.
Mhm.
So I'm going Atlanta. That's just what I'm doing.
Taking the 3 points.
Yeah, I will. I'll take that.
Over under 51 and a half.
We'll go over on that.
Go ahead, Sam.
I like Atlanta. I like the 3 points. I think man, Cowboys, man, I'm just so sick of them, bro. They always like to come back from behind and try to cover the spread, but bro, this stuff ain't happening, man. I said they was gonna go 8 and 9. I might have to change my pick to say like 6 and 11 because these boys are pathetic right now.
You're
Y'all had all
right.
these high ass expectations for these guys or whatever. And they ain't got no running game. Still ain't got no running game. Still ain't picked up nobody. You could have picked up Kareem Hunt. You could have picked up any one of these guys, bro, and you didn't. So I feel like y'all just really just going through the motions right now. I like Atlanta. I like the 2 points. I like the over.
All signs point to Atlanta in this game. And what I will say, do we know if Real quick, can you look Wes and see if Micah Parsons is playing this game? Because all signs point to
I
picking
haven't
Atlanta,
heard
obviously.
anything that he's even close to coming back.
Lord. But obviously, all signs point to Atlanta in this game. But I think this is going to be a shootout.
Yeah,
Cowboys,
he's
obviously.
questionable. Mike is questionable.
And okay, he comes back. I think this is the game changer. I think this is a game where the Dallas Cowboys are just gonna stick around. I think this is gonna be a shootout, and you know what? I'm gonna take the Cowboys to win this. I don't know what's coming over me, but something with a shootout, I think they can keep up. Micah Parsons can be the difference maker, wreak some havoc. He hits Cousins good one good time. I think it could shake him up, and
Hmm.
but they got to contain that run
Got
game, and
Penix.
it's gonna be a tough game for Dallas. But I'm gonna take Cowboys in a surprise upset victory, and I'm gonna go the over. It's gonna be a shootout.
All right,
Next
we
game,
good?
Lego.
All right, next 1 o'clock game, we got Miami going to Buffalo, where Buffalo's a 6 point favorite. The over under
Mm-hmm.
is 48 and a half. Miami's got Tua, whatever the fuck his last name is. Had that issue
Tagovailoa.
last time. Tua
Hmm.
Tagovailoa
There you
back in
go.
the
There you go.
lineup. And they looked a lot better last week when he came back in. They lost when it was a last second field goal, right?
Miami did lose last second field goal.
Right.
Yep. Hmm.
And Buffalo's on one this year so far. Yeah, they had a couple sloppy games where they lost a 2 game skid or whatever, but I don't think Miami is quite where they need to be able to take Buffalo down this week. So I'm gonna take Buffalo. They're gonna cover, and I'm gonna take the over.
I
Yeah,
like the,
I
go ahead.
go ahead, Sam.
Nah, I like the Bills as well. Dolphins hasn't beat the Bills in so many years. Uh, Tua is, I feel like he's halfway back, but the Bills running game or whatever is still gonna kill. But the Dolphins running game looked real good last week. They looked
Hmm.
very good. But the freaking your two top receivers or whatever didn't do they didn't produce a pint of piss, bro. So with that being said, I'm going with the Bills. I don't think they'll cover the 6 points. I think it'll be a closer game because that's the Bills is the one that had Tua out thinking his career. They're the one that put him out. You know what I'm saying? The dead guy. The dead guy
Yeah,
put him
true.
out. Yeah,
Oh
with
yeah, the Damar
Hamilton.
Hamlin. Yeah.
Hamlin. For real.
Zombie.
That's
Zombie
it.
Tonga Viola.
I'm telling you, straight up. So I'm going with the Bills. I'm gonna go with the under though. I'm gonna go with the under. That's this one as well.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Bills to win this game. I think they'll cover the 6.5 points, 7 points, whatever it's at now. And I like this game going over. I like a lot of points being scored because Miami's defense is not that good. I think they will score a couple touchdowns on the Bills' defense, however. But Josh Allen is the new sheriff when it comes
Hmm.
to this. I'm obviously respect to Peyton Manning, who's long retired, but he's the sheriff in this series, bro. He's 11-2 in his career against the Dolphins.
Right.
And in the last 5 games that the Bills and the Dolphins have played, the Bills have covered the spread against them.
Yeah.
So I like my
Mhm.
chances with this. I'll take the Bills to cover, and I'm going over the 48.5.
All right, moving on. They got the Las Vegas Raiders going to Cincinnati, where Cincinnati's favored by a touchdown, and that over under is 46 and a half.
Hmm.
Cincinnati looks good on paper, but on the field they're not they don't look that great. They have moments where Jamar Chase is looking Jamar Chase-ish. Joe Burrow is looking Joe Burrow-esque, but they can't put it together long enough to where or enough times to win, all these games. They're what, 3-5 or something like that?
3-5, correct.
Yeah. So they're not looking very good, and they usually start slow and then they come on strong, but they must be starting extremely slow this year. I don't know. The Las Vegas Raiders is the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm going with Cincinnati. I think they'll be able to cover that 7, but I think it'll go under.
Bro, I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders with this one. Minshew
Ooh.
Mania. Minshew Mania, bro. Minshew Mania, man. He's showing that he still got it a little bit, but just the Bengals just aren't that good, dog. They're just not that good. And I think T. Higgins is gonna be hurt for the second game. So this is gonna be his third game out or whatever since week 2. So with that being said,
At
just it's
least.
just not it's just not enough offense, bro. I don't think the Bengals got enough offense. Chase Brown has been doing okay. Zach Moss been doing okay. I talk about these guys endlessly on this podcast because I want them to do better. They give you subpar effort. I just don't like it. That team got to be a little bit more balanced. Defense got to be a little bit more stout. They're not doing their things. Raiders, I just feel like they just have the gall, the freaking the will to win, bro, for Pierce. So I'm going with the Raiders on this one, bro, and I'm gonna go to over. Raiders gonna put up a nice little output this game.
That was a very convincing spiel, man. You almost inspired me to pick the Raiders too, but I'm
hmm
not.
hmm
I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Bengals here. That was a bad loss last week to the Eagles. I warned y'all about that game. Y'all both picked the Bengals, and I was like, "Look, man,
Right.
Bengals just way worse, man. Philly's got to match up and get a big win sooner or later." And that was it. I didn't say the big win, but I mean that was that game. You know what I'm saying? But
hmm
obviously there's still question marks with the Bengals and but with the Raiders too, man. You know, they had a close one last week versus KC, but those games a lot of the more often than not are close because they're
hmm
division games. So
Yeah,
I
Right.
don't
yeah.
sweat that too much. They've had a couple close games the last couple weeks previously, you know, with the Rams. So I don't know. I just the Raiders defense is so bad, dude. And even without T. Higgins, they're essentially used to playing, you know, without him.
hmm
Joe Burrow was they were still losing games, but Joe Burrow was still doing good. I think they got enough. I'm gonna take the Cincinnati to win this game. I like them to cover, and I like them, or I like it to go over. I'll take over 46.5. I think there's gonna be some points scored
So
because
shoot.
neither
Yes,
defense
sir.
is about trying to stop anything. So
That's
Yeah.
it. hmm
All right, moving on. We got the Los Angeles Chargers going into Cleveland, where the Chargers are favored by only 1.5. That over under is 42.5. I think I'm going to take Cleveland. I think they're a completely different team with
mm,
Jameis Winston behind them, and you proved it, or he proved it last week. Game winning, drive down the field against the Baltimore Ravens. I don't think a lot of people expected that the way the Ravens been playing,
hmm
but whatever reason, whatever reason or whatever, Jameis was able to get him down there, and he threw the game-winning touchdown with not much time left.
Jameis
Uh,
lit their ass up, bro.
yeah, he did. He did. Um,
Right.
Los Angeles, their defense is really good. That's my only concern against Cleveland, but I don't think their offense is going to be able to, if Jameson can play like he did last week. I don't think the Los Angeles Chargers are going to be able to go blow for blow with them. So I'm going to take Cleveland. Uh,
Going over or under
I'm
42 and
going
a
to
half.
go. I'm going to go over on that though.
Look, let's not remember the Chargers have the best defense in the NFL, man.
I know.
They're a top defense. They're going to shut these guys down and clamp on. It was easy for Winston to come back and pass low. The Ravens have one of the worst passing defense there
hmm
is. That's their really only weakness.
Right.
They're strong everywhere else. That's the only way you can beat the Ravens. When they get matched up with teams who kill you more in the pass, that's where they're gonna be vulnerable to being defeated more often than not. If you have a run dominated team that matches up against the Ravens, the Ravens are gonna win that
hmm
9 times out of 10. More often than not, they're gonna win that game. So, but looking at this game here, man, I just feel like that the Browns are facing a way better defense with the Chargers, and I don't know, man. I'm kind of feeling the Chargers. I think that Winston's gonna have go back to his normal, 1, 2 picks, maybe 2, 3. I don't know. We'll see. Shout out to him last game though, man. I can't shit on him
He
after that
killed it.
performance last week.
He
He lit
killed
it
it.
up. He automatically gave a spark. I didn't
hmm
pick them to win last week, but I felt like the Browns would cover that because they hate the
Cover.
Ravens. The quarterback in by chance, as soon as he took that first snap, was he not automatically better than Deshaun Watson?
Oh
Like I
Hell
yeah, for
yeah.
said,
sure.
Definitely.
signed, sealed, delivered. There
You
you
know
go,
he
new quarterback. You got hope.
yeah, he risked a biscuit anyway. That's what systems he come from.
Oh yeah,
But
he don't give a damn. He'll throw that shit. He don't care. He'll take all the chances. So, but give me
mhm,
the Chargers in this game, bro. I think Herbert and Johnson. I think this is a good game for Johnson to get back on track.
mhm.
He's been
But I
hurt. I
think
think
it's
he missed a lot
hurt.
of
I
this
think he
game.
still might be hurt. I think he still
I,
might
th
be
I
hurt.
think he's coming back this week. He's
Okay.
questionable. I think he's gonna make a play. But Lad McConkey's been coming on strong. They still
Think
got the good
crazy.
rushing attack with Dobbins and company. So I
Dalvin's
like him to
been
get
getting a
back on
TD
track
like
here.
damn near every time.
And I'd like them to win by the 2 points. Got them covered, and I think it'll be under because more often than not, these Chargers games, the games that they pull off is low scoring because they can hold their
Yeah,
ops under and then they don't score that
exactly.
much either. So,
So not so fast, man, with them Browns,
uh-oh.
bro. Not so fast, bro. Hey, just like Public Enemy say, you remember Chuck D, Flavor Flav with the big chain? He said, "Don't
Mm-hmm.
believe the hype, bro."
Don't believe
Winston,
it.
Winston on the hype train, bro. He on the hype train. They're gonna try to get everybody to pull for him. And man, he gonna throw at least 2 picks. He gonna throw at least 2 picks this game. Just know that.
Well,
For
it's in
real.
Cleveland, so we'll see.
Nah, I think Nick Chubb gonna do his thing. I think it's gonna be a very close game. But I do believe the Chargers will pull that stuff off. Uh, and I think they're gonna score some points too. I think they're gonna start scoring some points.
Okay.
What's the over under? Is it 40? What
42 and a half.
42? Yeah, I think it'll be at least 45, 48 points.
You
So
taking
I'm
the 2
going the
points?
over. I'm taking the 2 points.
All right. Bet that. Yes, sir. Moving on.
All right, next one we got New England going into Tennessee, where Tennessee is favored by 3.5.
God,
That
we get
over
screwed
under
with
is
this
a
one.
measly 37.5.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just didn't want to fall asleep.
Yeah, exactly. So
Quick
I'm
pick.
going to take New England. If I had to pick one, I'm going to take New England on this one.
Okay. Over or under?
I'm going to go the under because they're both ass on offense.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're both. I mean, this is a good start for both teams' defenses in the fantasy league. If you need a defense, you might want to pick up one of these guys because both offenses are shit. And I don't know, is Drake May gonna play? What's his status? He got banged up last game, didn't he? Or was that 2 games
Questionable.
ago?
Questionable.
Is he
Questionable.
questionable?
hmm Yep.
I don't know. Mason Rudolph, man, it wasn't happening versus the Lions. He ran for that one touchdown. The Lions took over, but Lions are that much better. The Titans are a bad team right now, or overall, they don't really have much going there. I don't expect much from the Titans. I don't know, man. I guess I'll take the Patriots to win this game too in the upset, and I'm gonna go under as well. Not a whole lot of points scored. Sloppy game.
I think the Titans will win. I think Tony Pollard or whatever have a career or season high rushes. I feel like Calvin Ridley is whatever really feeling himself right now. Whatever he's
Yeah,
really
he come on
producing.
strong, bro.
He's producing right now. He's
That's
earning
all they
that
really
92
got
millions.
now
Yeah,
that D Hop's gone.
So he's earning them 92 million right now. Patriots, man, just defensively, bro, just don't get it done. They did last week, but just man, just
Never good enough.
Mayo don't have the pieces to really plug and play like that. It's just horrible. They got the one receiver that's pretty good. Bourne, I think his name is Bourne.
Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's been killing or whatever. There's another guy too. I can't think of his name. Really not important right now because I like the Titans and I like the and I like the under. And what's the spread on that?
37.5.
No, the spread.
Oh, three and a
Oh, my
half.
bad. 3.5.
3.5.
Mm.
Nah, I think it'll be closer than that.
And you got the under?
And I got the under. Yep.
All right.
All
Bet that.
right, next one we got is Washington coming off the biggest fucking Hail Mary in their
Mm-hmm.
history,
Oh
Right.
going
man.
into New
That
York,
dumbass taunting the crowd.
The New York
Mm-hmm.
G-men. Washington's favored by 4, and the over/under is 44.5. And can I
Mm-hmm.
just say, that fucking guy taunting the crowd and being the one to tip the ball to
Mm-hmm.
the fucking commander who called it?
Right.
Dude, you gotta feel like a fucking
Noah
idiot.
Brown.
You gotta feel
Noah
like a
Brown caught
fucking.
this
I
shit.
know, I understand the likelihood of the Hail Mary being completed,
Mm-hmm.
but you're a fucking idiot, bro.
What day was that game on?
That was
Sunday.
Sunday.
What
Sunday
time? Do you remember
night.
what was that? Is it night
Like
game?
yeah, it was the four
No,
o'clock.
I don't know if it was the night game, but
It
it
was the
went
four
off. It
o'clock.
was like
Mm-hmm.
4:30 game, and it went
Mm-hmm.
off around 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
He would have been in my office and fired at 9:15.
There you go.
He would have been released
Well, they
if
were
you
in
On the
Washington,
practice
so
squad.
would have had to
you're
wait till the
gone.
next day.
I'm telling
You're
you.
gone.
Zoom
Unfired his
call.
ass from the plane
Zoom
home.
call.
I wouldn't have let him get on the plane to go fucking home with us.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Get the
That's
bus
absolutely.
back to Chicago, you dumbass. But
Yep.
yeah, that was very stupid. Sum this up real quick. I don't have a whole lot to. Oh, go ahead. My bad. I didn't
Yeah,
mean to
man,
cut you
no,
off.
you're good. I'm gonna take Washington off with this. They're gonna ride that win, and New York sucks. Uh, they're gonna cover the 4, and I'm gonna take the over on that.
So, bro, I really like what the Giants is doing. offensively, bro, because that dude
Losing?
Tracy Jr. dog is a monster. I like him a lot. Neighbors definitely is handling business. It's just freaking Jones, bro. They got to do more
They
gadget
can't
plays,
protect
bro. They
him long
can't they
enough.
can't they can't let that man freaking just throw deep passes, bro. It got to be short passes,
He's the
bro. That's
most
what he's
sacked
good at. It.
quarterback.
I understand that, but I still feel like they can beat the Commanders. I feel like they can beat the Commanders, bro. This gonna be
I mean,
that
it's a divisional game, so
I think they can beat them.
You are
And I
not
like the
picking the
under.
Giants.
I'm picking the
You are not
Giants.
picking the
I'm
Giants.
picking the
No,
Giants. I'm picking the
you are
Giants,
not
bro.
doing that. I'm not letting you do
crazy.
that.
I'm picking the Giants, bro. I'm picking the
Oh my
Giants.
God.
And I'm taking the under. Cause it be games like this, bro, I be missing. These the games I be missing, bro. I'm telling you.
Look, man, I'm going to take the Commanders just because they're a far more superior team than the Giants, and I think that there are going to be some points scored here in this game. I'm going to go the over. Washington covers and the over. They're going to cover this game. It's going to start slow. I think it's going to start slow, but I think Jaden Daniels is going to do enough and then some. This guy's been phenomenal. Shout out to our boy in the comment, Mike here. Appreciate you, bro. What's going on with you? Can we put Jaden Daniels in the MVP talks? Is it too early to do that?
Nah, hell no.
I don't
There's
know
no way.
about he
There's
might
no
be on the
way.
list, but he'll be like number 5.
He's definitely
He could be
rookie
up
of the
there.
year, hands down.
Yeah.
I don't know
Definitely
if I
rookie
can
of the
do
year,
that.
hands down. I can't,
Rookie
I
of the
can't,
year, maybe.
I can't give him MVP credentials right now just because of what Josh Allen is doing. I don't think has he thrown a pick yet?
Who?
2,
Josh Allen,
1.
one pick. He's having a sensational year. Lamar's having the most efficient year I think that he's had career wise thus far.
Hmm.
But with cats like that, with Lamar and Josh Allen, who are front runners in MVP
Right.
discussions every year, I just don't think Jaden Daniels is going to get the serious nod for
Hmm.
that. And I mean, he's only thrown for 7 touchdowns. He's ran for obviously a few more, and he's only thrown 2 picks, but he's thrown for 1,700 yards. And I mean, the man's doing good. What's his completion? 72% completion,
Hmm.
72% completion rating. I think I'm looking at. So, I mean, this dude
He's
is
doing
that
good.
guy. He's the future, and they definitely got the right ones, dude. They definitely got the right guy, but I
Hmm.
just think it's a little bit too early to put him in the MVP conversation. Yeah, definitely rookie of the year, though.
Hmm.
Definitely rookie of the year.
Definitely.
They say you hating. My man say you hating on the Commanders and Daniels, bro.
I
So,
can't. I can't. I can't. He's an
mm,
awesome talent, but I don't think he's MVP. Hell no.
Well, he
Nowhere
ain't gonna
close.
win the MVP, but on who would be your top 5 real quick if you had to do it?
Right now, I'm gonna have to go Lamar. I'm gonna have to go freaking Derrick Henry because he's definitely
mm,
MVP. I'm gonna have to go Josh Allen,
mm.
who Baker Mayfield.
No, get the fuck out of here,
Baker
bro.
Mayfield,
No,
because he's leading the
no.
touchdowns right now. He's leading the touchdowns and he's second in yards. Y'all can laugh if you want to, but hey,
I
man, he's
mean, I
doing his
know that's
thing.
factual. I know those facts.
Hey, and then who can I say? I don't know a number 5
Golf.
right now. Everybody, golf. That's it.
See, I would have that same 5, but I wouldn't have Baker in there. I would have Jaden Daniels at number 5.
No way.
Yeah.
Baker
As much as
Mayfield
I
has thrown.
love Baker,
Baker Mayfield has thrown like 20 touchdowns.
I would have, I would have Um, at number one, I would have Josh Allen right now. Two, I would have Lamar Jackson. Number three, I'd have Derrick Henry. Number four, I would have Saquon Barkley. Number five, I would have Jared Goff in my current MVP standings.
Hmm.
If I had to do a quick five right now. But Jaden Daniels definitely rookie of the year, bro, and he's definitely gonna be a future MVP. I could definitely see that. Pray he can stay healthy.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. As long as he can stay healthy.
Yes, sir. Let's move on to the next one.
All right, next one is the
Appreciate the comments, fellas.
New Orleans Saints going into Carolina, where they are favored. The Saints favored by 7.5. Over unders 43 and a half. Derek Carr still isn't playing. They're gonna. I don't know if they're letting Rattler or Rittler or whatever his name is start.
The Riddler.
Riddler, yeah, the
The
Riddler, yeah.
Don't do
I
that,
don't
man.
I don't know if he's going to start this
Rattler.
week, so
Spencer Rattler.
I still think I'm gonna take New Orleans because they're just Carolina's. That's the worst team that I've seen in quite some time, other than the 0-16 Lions. But I didn't mean to bring that up, Jordan.
Really?
That's in the past. You didn't got to worry about that now. You guys are good now. It's all good.
I'm sorry. What was the
Better,
score when the Lions just played
better,
the Cowboys a couple weeks
Hey
ago?
man, yeah, they beat the fuck
better.
out of them. Hey, congrats, buddy.
Silence! No.
I'm gonna
Nah,
take
but
the Saints.
uh,
I think they'll cover that 7, and I'm gonna take the under.
go ahead, Bam.
I like the Saints just because of Kamara. Anything else?
Yeah.
Is he playing this week or what's going on with him?
I don't know. Let me check. But
I
go
think
ahead.
I, th- I think he's playing, but I think just defensively wise or whatever, they're just so much superior than the Panthers. Then you got rid of your best freaking receiver. Haven't seen Adam Thielen doing too much of nothing. They
He's
got
been
Leggett,
hurt.
Xavier Leggett or whatever is pretty decent. I feel like he's gonna
I
get a
think
couple more
Olave's
catches.
playing. Not to cut you
He
off.
is. He is. Okay, so.
I don't see him on the injury report.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't either.
So with those things or whatever, I got to go with the Saints. I think it'll be the over. I think they're gonna have one of those great games like they did in the first game because they played them the first game and they blew their ass out by 1,000. And this is just the way that the Panthers gonna die a slow death. They might get one more win during the season.
Yeah, I think Adam Thielen is expected to return this game.
Hmm.
And from what I'm looking at here, I think Derek Carr is questionable. So maybe he's coming back, and that's why they're favored by 7.5. Because maybe if Rattler
Possibly.
was slated to start, it would probably be maybe 3.5 or something like that. Maybe I would
Yep.
maybe 2.5. I don't know. I think it'd be more along the lines of a field goal rather than like a straight touchdown 2 point
Right. Hmm.
region. I don't know. But I'm just talking. So Sam, do you got them covering? The Saints covering 7.5?
Yeah, definitely
All right. And you said over?
doing the over.
All right. I have to take the Saints to win too, obviously. I think what Andy Dalton's back starting this week. I think Bryce
Oh, he
Young's
is.
no longer. I'm pretty sure because I don't see Dalton on the report.
Hmm.
So I'm
Yeah, I
pretty sure
think
Dalton.
Bryce Young's gonna start. Oh no, you said
No, I don't see
Dalton.
Dalton on the injury report. So it'll be Dalton.
it might. Well, I haven't heard yet. I haven't heard anything yet,
But
so it's
regardless,
possible.
trading away Diontae Johnson. All you guys, Chuba Hubbard. You got what? The receiver, Xavier, what was his name?
Leggett.
And
Leggett.
Leggett, yeah. I mean, he's nice, he's decent. He's
He's
gonna get a
nice.
lot more looks
Yeah.
now. They're gonna be wearing him out
Hmm.
because they have essentially nothing else. And yeah, man. But New Orleans and Kamara and them boys, and if Derek Carr comes back, you're gonna have some offensive explosion. I don't know
Hmm.
Taysom Hill. I don't see him on the report though, but he's an impact player too, and he'll get in there and make plays for you. But they're a better team than the Panthers. I like New Orleans to win this. I'm gonna take them to cover, and I'll go over. I think some points are gonna be scored here.
Hmm.
All right, next game is the Denver Broncos going into Baltimore fresh off their
Mm,
loss, where Baltimore's favored by 9.5, the biggest over
Really?
under, the biggest line of the week. And that over under is 46.5. This might be a good game because Denver's defense, man, uh,
Yeah.
they're
Top
surprisingly
notch.
decent this year. I mean, at the beginning
Top
of the
notch.
season,
Hmm.
it didn't look too good with Bo Nix
they're
and
the
all
top
that,
ranked
but
fantasy defense in NFL fantasy.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
And
top
so
ranked
you know,
defense.
after the first couple weeks, they've come into their own. Bo Nix still has his moments where he struggles a little bit. I mean, he's a rookie, so what can you say? Baltimore's pissed about the loss last week, and they're going to take it out on Denver, I think.
Yeah, they are.
So I'm going to take Denver, or I'm going to take Baltimore.
Oh, Denver, got you.
Nah, 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 nah.
Are you in pencil or pen
I'm gonna
today?
take Baltimore. You hear that, Sam? I'm gonna take
Pen.
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
But I think it might be a little bit closer than 9.5. I think, or nine, well, closer than 10. So I think Denver will cover that. But I'll take the over.
I
Yeah,
like I like the Ravens just because of the new pickup. Broncos defense never really been that bad. Even last year, even the 2 years that freaking Russ was there. The defense was never really the issue. It was always the offense. And with Bo Nix, man, I feel like Bo Nix is coming into his own right now. I think what his name, Javante Williams is the running back.
yes, sir.
So I
Beast.
think he's been doing pretty good. Is I think it was Mims that got hurt. Was it no? Who was the guy that got shot? Did somebody just get shot for the Broncos? Got shot in the head?
Shot in the head.
I
What?
ain't heard that.
Yes. Dude got shot in the strip club. He got shot in the head and shot in the back or something like that or whatever. One of the receivers for the Broncos
I think I did
leaving the
see
game,
something about
leaving
that.
the game last week. So he's out of there
Oh
definitely right now.
yeah, I do remember hearing about
John
that.
something, I believe his name was. I can't think of it right now, but
Fucking
that's gonna be
madness
a
in this
blow.
world, bro.
Hey,
Jesus.
so that's gonna be a blow. I just don't think that Broncos can score a lot of points, but they just may. But I'm gonna go Ravens. I don't think they'll cover, but I think it's gonna go to over. I
Josh
think
Reynolds.
Broncos. Josh Reynolds, that's his name, right? I thought it was
That's
John.
right,
Yeah,
former
Josh Reynolds.
Lion. My
hmm
dumbass. He
hmm
did.
Yeah,
But
got
he's all
shot
right.
coming out the strip club, bro. For real, protect your neck, cuz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
got the Ravens.
You got
You
the
got Denver
Ravens,
covering.
Denver covering. Nah, you know what? Nah, I think Ravens got that shit on lock. And I'm going to over. I'm gonna go to over.
So you got Ravens cover over.
hmm
I'm looking at it now, and I couldn't understand why this point spread was so high because of how good Denver's defense has been and all of this, and obviously they've been playing really good this year. They won 4 out of their last 5 games and etc. And but I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, like why are they not getting the respect and this and that? And then I'm thinking, I'm like, I'm looking at the last out of the 4 out of 5 games I just said that they've won. Okay, their defense has been stellar, but they faced Carolina, they faced the Saints, they faced the Chargers, they faced the Raiders, and they faced the Jets in their last 5 games.
Right.
We just talked about how crazy good this Baltimore Ravens offense is coming off that loss last week. Like
Right.
Wes just said, they're gonna be pissed coming into this
Hellbound.
game, getting back on track. And honestly, if you think about it, 9.5, 10 points, that's not, I could see Denver losing this
That's
game by
average.
exactly 10 points, you know,
Yeah.
if not more.
I could
So
see
I
him
just,
losing by fucking 30, honestly.
so in a case like this,
Could be.
I don't think that's too far of a stretch. So I'm gonna take the Ravens to cover, but I'm gonna go slightly under the 45.5.
hmm
Because like I said, I don't think Denver's gonna score. I don't think they're necessarily, they might not get 10 points. But
Right.
they're gonna have to let Bo Nix throw the ball. They're not just gonna be able to hand it off because Ravens
hmm
defense ain't having none of that shit.
Yeah.
How you beat the Ravens is you have to keep up with them. You have to pass on them like Jameis Winston did last week. You
Right.
have to pass all over them. They are vulnerable and they're passing. Their pass defense. You got to
Yeah.
exploit that. Keep up with them. That's not Denver's strength. I just reiterated that.
hmm
Teams that are pass happy first against the Ravens have the better chance of winning. You try to run first offense on a more pro traditional style offense, such as the Broncos and a lot of other teams, it's not going to work 9 times out of 10 with the Ravens. So give me the Ravens cover, and I'm going under.
All right, next game, Jacksonville. We're on the 4 o'clock games now. Jacksonville going into Philly, where Philly's favored by 7.5. That over under is 45.5.
hmm
Do we need to put serious thought into this game, or
No, I'm going.
Not at
I'm going
all.
Philly. They're going to
y'all
cover,
ready
and
to
I'm going over.
y'all ready to stop tripping on Philly? I
Yeah.
told y'all pump the brakes, but it's not even about that. It's Jacksonville. Obviously, they're
Yeah.
ungodly bad this year. It's a lost season. It's over. They need to start, you
Trevor
know,
Lawrence.
getting rid of the dead weight and all of that shit. But I'm sorry, Wes. Who'd you say you was taking Philly?
Yes, sir.
You got them covering the 7.5
Yep.
over or under.
Over.
Yeah, I got to take the Eagles too, man. I just think they're coming in their own right now. And I think if they can hit their stride at the right time, they can make a push because they're kind of flying under the radar right now because all the attention's
Mhm.
been on Washington and how great they're doing. The Hail Marys and the obviously we
Right.
just talked about Jaden Daniels potential MVP and I mean the buzz is up for the Commanders and as it should be because they're playing outstanding. I didn't expect them to do nothing.
hmm
At the beginning of the season, I thought they would finish dead last in that division. I thought the Giants was going to do better than them. I don't know what I
hmm
was thinking, bro. I don't know what I was thinking, but
I thought the
now
Cowboys
everything's
was going to finish dead last, but shit, they damn near are. Straight up.
But looking at this game, I like the Philly. I like the Eagles to win this game. I like them to cover. I like it to go over the 45.5 points this week for me. I'm going over in a lot of these games. I like the overs. Jaguars are not very good right now. And losing Christian Kirk for the year
hmm
too, crucial to them. Gonna have to rely more on just Ingram and Ingram alone, and Tank Bigsby, man. Not a whole lot of
hmm
nothing going on in
hmm
Duval County right now, man.
Yeah, I think they'll be all right though. Offensively, defensively, they always get that stuff up. I like the Eagles. I feel like Jaguars cover the spread, and I'm gonna go with the under.
Okay.
hmm
Word up.
They had a
All
good
right,
game with
next
Green.
game.
They had a good game with Green Bay last week, whatever. But like I said, the defense let that stuff slip up. 30 to 27, whatever, field goal, kick, whatever,
Yeah.
right at the end. So Defense got to do better.
All right, we got Chicago Bears going to Arizona. Arizona's only favored by 1.5, but that over under is 44.5. I think both these teams are on the fringes of being either good or decent teams. Like they're, I guess right now they're decent because Kyler Murray, he fucking can scramble. You got Marvin Harrison Jr. over there. Caleb Williams is actually, looking pretty decent for Chicago. If it wasn't for his jackass, teammate on defense, they would have won that game last week.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know who I'm gonna. I'm gonna pick my. I'm gonna do my pick last. You guys go first. This one might be a tough one for me.
Think that last game with the Cardinals, man, pulling it out versus the Dolphins, that was a shocker to me, especially when I learned Tua was back. I didn't see them,
Hmm.
pulling it out, getting that last second field goal to win that game. And uh, definitely, I don't know, they're so Jekyll and Hyde, man. They're so
Yep.
Jekyll and
Hmm.
Hyde.
Both of
Yep.
them are.
And they both are. And looking at this game, I think the way that the Arizona Miami game was played last week, or I'm sorry, I think the Chicago and Washington Commander game last week is going to have its similarities with how Chicago plays Arizona this week because a lot of the same tendencies. You got a quarterback that can move. They run a lot of the same type of shit. Jaden Daniels is just exceptionally better than Kyler Murray at
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
it.
Hmm.
So, but this week, Arizona did look good, last week versus a horrible Miami Dolphins defense. This week, you got a way better defense in Chicago. I know it's a home game for Arizona, but Chicago's defense is a lot better than Miami's. You're going to be thoroughly more tested, and Kyler's going to be running a little bit more than he was last game.
Hmm.
And I just think that Chicago can neutralize James Conner pretty good, and I think they can do enough to win that game. With the receivers and Swift coming out strong, they could piece. This is a winnable game for the Bears, and they're not going to win. I don't think most of the rest of their games, but a couple games here and there they could win. They should win. This is one of them. Give me the Bears, and I'm going to go over the 44.5 points. Points.
Everything is pointing that the Bears is going to win this game, but Cardinals are so sneaky lately. They win big games. They pull it out at the end. And that's what I like about the Cardinals right now. Kyler Murray, whatever. Guess he doesn't like the new Call of Duty. The freaking the six really not all that. So I haven't gotten that stuff yet. So with the Cardinals, I just feel like the running game is going to be a little bit more consistent. Marvin Harrison Jr. whatever got to be consistent, but they got the guy Dosh. Dosh, is that what his name?
Dersh,
Dorsch,
Dersh,
Dorsch,
Dorsh,
Dorsch,
Dorsh,
Dorsch.
the tight
something
end.
like that. Yeah.
Is it Dorsch? All right,
I let's go with Dorsch. Dorsch.
Dorsch. I like Dorsch. Dorsch is cool. I like Dorsch or whatever to get a touchdown, man. He's been handling business lately. And Connor's been doing good work. But we need Kyler Murray, whatever, to be super accurate against these guys because they'll take that stuff
Dortch,
and run it back. Dortch. There you go.
Greg Dortch.
Hey, great Dortch, man. You're my guy, man, for real. So I'm taking you to get an anytime touchdown this game too. But I'm going for the
Wager.
Cardinals. Yeah, I'm going for the Cardinals though. I'm going for the Cardinals.
Over
And I
You
under
got
know,
I got I
44.5.
got I got the over. I got the over on that.
Go ahead,
No, no,
Wes.
no, 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 no. Under. Do the under.
Didn't I tell you I got pen? I don't have pencils.
Do under.
well, then you should start saying, "Is that your final answer?" before you start writing it
I
down.
do, and you motherfuckers still change the shit.
Hey, circle it and put a check mark by the new answer.
I'm already scribbled out. Let's go.
All
Wes, who you got?
right,
Cardinals or the
you
Bears?
guys both made compelling cases for each team. I don't know. I'm gonna take Arizona. I think Arizona has a slight edge over Chicago this week with Skyler and or Kyler and Marvin Harrison Jr.
Call him
and
Skyler every week.
Tell you.
I got it. One of my bosses' name is Skyler, so that's why it fucked me up. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna take Arizona. They're gonna cover that 1.5, obviously, and I'll take that over. I'll take the over on the 45.5 or 44.5.
All right.
All right. Next
Look it up.
game is your boys, Detroit Lions, going to Green Bay.
Yeah, we're cooking now.
Detroit's favored by 3.5, and that over
Go
under is
try.
48.5. This is gonna be a really good game, guys.
Mhm,
Really
mhm.
good game.
Is
Mm-hmm.
love playing?
But
Yeah.
uh, I don't know.
Is he
I haven't
hurt?
heard anything.
He got hurt last week.
Yeah, he did get hurt.
Malik Willis came in
Yeah,
that
he's
Jaguar game.
questionable. He's questionable.
He's playing. This is a division game.
Yeah,
That man
yeah.
is
I was gonna
playing,
say
bro.
he's gonna play.
You never know.
Um, but I'm gonna take Detroit on this, man. Detroit's been putting up a lot of numbers on a lot on everybody. Doesn't matter who they face. Um, this could be. I mean, this could be their year. It could be their year, Jordan. I ain't trying to jinx you, but it could be their year the way they're
Don't
playing.
say things like that to me, man. You know I get in my feelings.
Um, Green Bay's a good team too, man. Well, if Jordan Love doesn't play, or if he plays and he's banged up, it could put him in a compromised position to where Detroit has the upper hand.
That's a good
Um,
point.
so, so I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Detroit. They're going to cover the 3.5, but I will take that over under as well because I think both these teams might put up some
You going
points.
over?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right.
If Jordan Love was playing, I would definitely go with the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like, man, the Packers got that stuff well put together, man, with the run game, defense, receivers, man, just no name receivers just all over the place, man. Watkins, I don't know where he been. Freaking Dobbs, all those guys, man. I love those receivers, man, those young guys or whatever. Very spunky, you know what I'm saying? Little cut guys and stuff. But the Lions, man, right now, man, I just don't see nobody beating them but them. Even though y'all lost freaking Aiden Hutchinson and whatever, y'all still been freaking rolling, bro. Like nobody's been missed. You feel me? If I seen the score of last week, I would think Aiden Hutchinson had like 2 or 3 sacks or whatever, freaking fumble recovery or something like that. But that man ain't even play. You feel me? Like they still doing big work, bro. Like it's like they playing for him. You know what I'm saying? Like they have another
Mm-hmm.
cause because they want those guys to win. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's not there, even though he's a pivotal piece, they still are so hungry, bro, right now. Even at a 6-1 record, bro, they are so hungry right now. I just don't see the Packers beating them, especially without Jordan Love. So I'm going to Lions. I'm going to three. I'm going to under.
I think there's going to be points scored here. Both defenses, just because the Lions, they have vulnerabilities in their defense, primarily the pass defense. You can get some runs in on them here and there when they get opened up, but they're usually good at clamping down on it. And then the Green Bay's defense is really good, but the Lions' offense is top tier, and they're working right now. Jared Goff is playing some of the best football in his career right now, and what he's been doing these last few games is amazing. The Lions have won at least their last 5 games. They have a top offense in the league. They have a top rushing defense in the league, believe it or not. Like I said, passing is a whole nother story, but divisional
Hmm.
matchup game, definitely the health of Jordan Love's got to be talked about here. But yeah, man, we got to give my guys, the Kings of the North, the NFC North Division champions, reigning
Hmm.
champions, their props here, man. We gonna handle business. Even if Jordan Love was playing, we gonna stand on business. But I will say that a healthy Jordan Love does change the entire landscape of this game, if I'm
Hmm.
being completely honest, especially in Lambeau.
Hmm.
In
Yeah.
Lambeau, Green Bay is a top team with Detroit in most years, year in and year out. If I'm an honest Lions fan, I could expect us to split with Green Bay in the regular season.
Right.
Most of the time being they win in Lambeau, we win in Detroit. Last couple years has been shaky, new shit's happening, but
Hmm.
I just think we got the better of them. And we have, but definitely got him at a disadvantage this week with Jordan Love, being banged up. I still think he'll find a way to play, and he'll still, even if he's not moving that much, drop back and throw it, and you can still hurt the Lions like that. If he can throw a
Hmm.
decent ball, 10, 20, 30 yards, I think he'll give it a go. Yeah, for their benefit, you don't have Aiden Hutchinson breathing down your neck, ready to kill you every
Hmm.
time. So you might have
Right.
a few seconds to get rid of the ball. But I like the Lions winning. I think we'll cover it. I'm gonna go over because I like the points. I think
Hmm.
the points are gonna be scored. I don't think that's not a whole like every game the Lions are in, man. A lot of points. A lot of points. I
Hmm.
like points. I like a
Yep.
lot of points this week.
All right.
All right. So next game, last 4 o'clock game is Los Angeles Rams going into Seattle, where the 12th man will reign supreme. The
Mm.
Rams are favored by 1.5, and that over under is 48.5. I don't think the Rams are, they're about to have a fire sale, I think, after this season. And uh, what's his name? Matthew Stafford. He might be out the door. He might retire. He might be. There was already rumors of him, on the training block right now. So, and Cooper Cup, he's probably going to be gone, maybe even before the trade deadline. So I don't know. But I do know that Seattle is going to win this game,
Mm.
and obviously they'll cover that. But I do think that there will be some points scored, so I will take the over on it.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take the Rams, dude. Cooper Cup coming back, getting Puka back. I just think you're gonna start to see things slowly falling into place because of that chatter talking. Right when the Rams is down and out, they'll start making a late push. Just where you think like, oh, can they do something this year? Can they not? I agree. I think they should cut a lot of their losses and start their rebuild. But I think now if you get like how they have Cooper Cup and these guys healthy, that they're gonna feel like, okay, well
Let's make a
when
run.
these guys are healthy, we can make a slight run, at least ruin some seasons. You never know. We take,
Hmm.
split with some divisions, win some games. Who knows? Let everything else fall into play, and they're going to give it up. And Seattle has been struggling this year, and rookie head coach and injuries have taunted them too. The
Hmm.
Rams too. Both of these teams plagued by injury, but that's the league that we play in. But it's about
DK
which
Metcalf, I don't
coach.
think he's playing.
Yeah, and
Yeah, he's week to
and
week.
and then there's that.
Yeah, but
But
Kenneth Walker's is a fucking man amongst men out there. So he's if he has a big game, I think that's going to help him out.
No
Mhm.
doubt. But I like the Rams. I like the Rams to win this game, and I think the DK Metcalf not having him, if he does not play, will be a big factor into this game. And it's about to me, it's about which coach I trust more, and I'm gonna go Sean McVay in this game. Divisional
For
matchup,
sure.
experience, it's key, man. Give me the Rams to cover, and I'm going over.
I think with the Rams, man, offensively, man, they just as good as any other offense it is, bro, with those young guys. With Puka, Williams, you got freaking Cup, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like that shit is awesome, bro. That shit is like the greatest show on turf again. You know what I'm saying? With Isaac Bruce and motherfucking Torrey Hope, bro. Like those guys do everything, bro. Those guys do everything. Good ass running back, like Marshall Faulk. You know what I'm saying? Like they reevaluated that stuff or whatever, so they can see those guys do like the greatest show on turf. Defense is getting a little bit better, bro. It's getting a little bit better. Jared Verse, whatever, been out there doing this thing, man. It's a lot of little guys over there, bro, handling business. So I'm liking the Rams as well. Seahawks, like you said, got too many injuries, bro. DK Metcalf, that's a major blow. That's a
Hmm.
major freaking blow. Rams pulled one off last week, man. They had the freaking. Did you see the freaking face mask for the
Yeah.
safety or whatever and
Yeah,
all that
bro.
stuff, bro? So
Yeah.
NFL, man, this dude right here watching, man, and couldn't get that call. So, man, it's a lot of bullshit that go on in these games, bro. But I like the Rams in this. Are the Seahawks favorite or the Rams favorite?
The Rams favored by
Rams.
1.5.
1.5, yeah, that's good money. And I'm gonna go to over. I'm gonna go to over on that because I still feel like Gino can put up some points and Kenneth Walker gonna put up some points too.
No doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling over too.
Noah Fant, freaking Najigba, Tyler Lockett or whatever, man, that probably all score. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All right.
We
So
and
that's
what
it for the 4 o'clock games. The 8 o'clock game is the Colts going to Minneapolis, Minnesota, where Minnesota's favored by 5. That over under is 46 and a half.
Mhm.
You're going to go wacko for Flacco, guys?
Flacco
Yeah,
for Flacco.
I actually am, and I think this is the worst possible game they could have on the night game,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest with you. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think the Colts have a chance in hell to win this game.
Really?
I don't. I don't. Joe Flacco's in. That's definitely a boost for them, beneficial. Jonathan Taylor definitely gonna look a lot better. But yeah, coming into Minnesota at home, yeah, I don't see this happening. I think it's gonna be too much. Minnesota's defense is gonna tighten up this game as they've been playing tight most of the season. They had a couple losses now, but they're not gonna go away nowhere. They're still gonna be tough. They're gonna be a headache. And this is a game, if you're the Vikings, that you have to win. You have to win this game to remain in serious contention. You're 5-2 right now. Nothing's lost right now. Um, you got to win this game if you're Minnesota. Looking at it here, got to tighten up. Got to tighten up. Lost their last two, lost to us, and then they lost that one to the Rams. But obviously they got hosed, kind of, with the call and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
regardless, you got to bounce back. This is a game. I don't see him dropping three in a row, bro. I'm going the Vikings to win this game. I think Indy will cover that spread though. I don't like Minnesota to win by 6. So I like the Colts. I think it'd be closer than that, but I'm going the over.
Bro, I'm sorry. I like the Colts, man. I'm wacko for Flacco. I gotta go with Flacco with this one. Man, Josh Downs been doing good, man. Jonathan Taylor back healthy. Pittman, man, he's been doing a little something or whatever, but I feel like this is gonna be his breakout game. Just because their secondary isn't all that good. They front seven is tight, but that secondary, man, it has a lot of holes in it. I just feel like the coaches or whatever gonna get through that stuff. Old ass Flacco, man, 40 years old, man, finding
You
pinpointing the
can still throw
teams
that
that that,
shit.
that need that needs a quarterback, and he gets right in there. He gets that stuff done, bro. He's not gonna give you a lot of flash. He's not gonna run that bitch for no yards. So the under on yards, whatever he has, if he got 2 yards, put under. You know what I'm saying? So just with uh just with the Vikings, man, they lost two pivotal games, bro. Two pivotal games at the end, and I felt like they fought, but they not finishing now. And you gotta finish, bro. Those last 2, 3, 4 minutes, bro, are so crucial for a team success, bro, for real. Because if you win in
Yep,
the whole game, if you win in the whole game and then you just freaking let off the gas or whatever fourth quarter, bro, that's when you're supposed to put more points on their head. You know, like
bro.
I just don't like that people try to let up, bro, for real. If you winning by 4, goddamn win by 12 or 13. You feel me? Like try to do as much as you can. I don't care nothing about no sportsmanship or none of that stuff, bro. You gotta beat these boys while they down. You feel me? So I'm going with the Colts on this one, bro, and I'm gonna go to over.
Yeah, I mean, you're explaining that to me. I know you got to finish games. I'm a Pistons fan, dude, and nobody's better at that than them, not finishing games.
Y'all
My
looking better
God,
though. Y'all looking better.
God, they ain't won yet. They ain't looking shit.
Y'all been getting closer.
And dude, what do we make of
Covering the
your boy?
spread.
So they benched Anthony Richardson. He's healthy. He done took himself out the game because he
Yeah,
was
he
tired the
tapped
one
out last
play.
week. He's tired,
Mhm.
man.
Everybody made a big deal out of that, and they didn't really think it was a big deal. And then the next game, he's benched for this game. So I don't know
Mhm.
what's and
Because
and
they,
that,
they're not giving quarterbacks time to develop, bro. They're not sitting behind a top tier quarterback, and it's been going like that for the last about 5, 6 years, bro.
that's
They're
how
not
it goes.
they getting all these top name quarterbacks, Drake May and freaking all these guys or whatever, just coming straight in or whatever, thinking that you're just gonna run a system. They're not utilizing, you know what I'm saying, like
But
the
he's
team
but
scheme
he
and shit like that.
he's under more pressure than a Drake May though, because when you're picked in the top 10, you have to be ready to play immediately. And that's the
Mhm.
standard in the NFL. When you're a quarterback picked in the top 10, you have to be ready
Oh
to
yeah,
expect
100%.
to play immediately. You're going to be competing they're going to expect you to compete and play efficiently immediately.
But
And
they knew
that's
he was a
not,
project. They knew he was a project anyway, though, when they drafted
I
him, dog, just
agree.
because he was a freakish athlete.
I
You feel
agree,
me?
bro. Bro
He only
started
played
what,
one
13
one year as
games?
a starter
Bro,
though.
Right.
exactly. He started 13, 14 games career in college, and like accuracy was a concern with him in turnovers.
Always.
That was the turnovers. He has the strongest arm there is, athletic. He can run you over, built like
Hmm.
no other. This guy, and when
Right.
he's on, he's on.
Right.
But accuracy is a concern, turnovers, but I don't
IQ.
know. I don't know if this is going to be a problem going forward with, the newer coach Shane Steichen,
Hmm.
benching him. I don't know if the ownership's going to be cool. I don't know what the inside on behind this shit, but it's something we're going to have to keep an eye out on because if they're just doing it to let him learn behind Flacco and let him develop under his own time, that's awesome. That's what I'm hoping for, because you don't need to
Right.
rush him like that. And how many times has he been hurt already? So
Too
it
many.
might not be a
Yeah, then he
bad.
might as well be a rookie again this year.
Wes,
Right.
who you got in this game? You got the Colts or the Vikings?
I'm gonna take the Vikings, man. They're just a better team. And as much as I like Flacco, I just think Minnesota's a better team. So I'm gonna take them. They're gonna cover that 5, and I'm gonna take the. I'll take the 23 points apiece. I'll take the over on that.
But that main event time, I know Sam been waiting
Main
for it.
event. Here we go. Here we go. Monday Night Football is Tampa Bay, Sam Bam's team, going against the undefeated Super Bowl favorites, Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City, where
Mm.
they are favored by 9. And the over under is 45 and a half.
Hmm.
Sam, the floor's all yours, my man.
Chiefs is the team to beat. Nobody beat them yet, bro. Our team is so banged up. No. no receivers basically anywhere, with Mike Evans out, Godwin out with a freaking foot ankle injury, and I mean we can still put up points, bro. We can still put up points, but that Chiefs defense, man, is gonna hold that stuff down, and I think Mahomes is man, Mahomes gonna be Mahomes, bro. He's been hella mid though this season, bro, just like he was
Hmm.
last season. But they still have enough to get that shit done. Our corners are freaking suspect, bro. Like our defensive line is good, but our freaking linebackers, bro, are shady, bro. We got injuries in there, whatever, man. We got Levante David, and then who? Like nobody else is whatever is picking up the slack. So just with so many injuries, bro, I gotta go with the Chiefs, bro. I gotta go with the Chiefs. I think we'll cover the spread, and I'm gonna go under because Chiefs don't score a lot of points, but I feel like we can kind of keep up with them. I think it might be like 5 to 7 points, but Chiefs are different monster right now. Do I want the Tampa to win? Hell yeah, but shit, in freaking Arrowhead and all our defenders hurt, top receivers hurt, bro, man. Shit, man, that's shit. That's
It's
plus
a
one
tall order.
thousand. That's plus 1,000 right there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I think outside of Chiefs fans, I think the rest of the world is cheering for Tampa this week.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, believe it.
I don't know. It's just it's it is a tough matchup for the Bucks. Obviously no Godwin, no Mike Evans, and pitch and play type guys, and just too many unknowns. Your offense, like you said, is still doing good, but when you're going and you're facing the top dogs here, man, it's a whole new animal, and you're in Arrowhead at that.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, what I did see from the Chiefs was, they pulled away and beat the Raiders, beat them by 7,
Mm-hmm.
close division game, but it's nice to see a Travis Kelce sighting. He can still play football, ladies and
There you
Yeah.
gentlemen.
go. For real.
Finally, he had 10 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown. How about
Yep.
that? First touchdown of the year. Let's
Mm-hmm.
give Travis Kelce a
He's just
shout out,
Tight
saving it
man.
for
end
the
day.
playoffs,
On
man.
again.
Tight end
Tight
day.
end day, bro. Did you see that
Yeah.
parlay that guy hit with all the
All
Yeah,
tight
catches?
bro.
Oh
ends
my
fucking
God.
ate.
Why the hell didn't I think to do some shit like that, bro?
I ain't
I
even know
don't keep
nothing
track
about
of
it.
tight ends days. I know.
I've never heard
Anyways, but
anything like that.
what I'm seeing from the Chief with Hopkins, though, bro, is he caught a couple pass. He had 2 catches, 29 yards last game. He had a 16-yard catch, and then he had a 13-yard catch. So Hopkins is going to kind of be that guy for them long passing, first downs,
Mm-hmm.
physical. I think this game, though, is going to be his coming out party because Tampa, like you said, dude, is so weak at the corner. And I think that Hopkins, that's my wager wire. I think he'll score a touchdown this week. Whatever the receiving's at, I like him over 60 some yards. I like
Mm-hmm.
it, man. I just like the play this week. I think Kansas City wins this game. I got them covering the 9 because I don't think that'll be a bad defeat for a depleted Tampa Bay Bucks team, man.
Mm-mm.
I
So
could see
so
them
hurt.
losing by like 10 points. And in Arrowhead, with what you're working with, I still don't think that would be a bad loss. I'm going to go
Mhm.
over the 45.5 because if I can see them losing by 10, I still think Tampa can score 17
Still
points.
can score. Yeah,
Still can score
definitely.
17, maybe 20 points,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the
Yep.
Chiefs can score over 30 right now at home. I just think it's a game, that Chiefs got it, and I think they'll win this game. Don't really got much to work with if you're Tampa right now.
Not right now. We got to get back healthy.
Yeah, you guys are depleted, man. You got so many people out. It's hard to choose against Kansas City and Kansas City with
Mm-hmm.
you guys having so many injuries. I will take Kansas City. I'm gonna take Tampa to cover though,
Mm,
and I'm gonna take the over. Because the only thing that you're gonna be able to do, Tampa, is Baker Mayfield's gonna have to sling that thing.
Mm-hmm. But the
And
running game been a lot better though.
yeah,
But Bucky Irvin was hurt last week, so that I hurt us a lot playing
right.
against Atlanta. But I think
And
he'll
I
be
know
back this
Kansas
week.
City has a really good defense, but
Hmm
they can still get got here
They
and
can be
there.
beat. They can still be
Yeah,
beat. They can still be
exactly.
beat, bro.
Their up front defense is good. Their line is
Hmm
really good. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna take Kansas City. Tampa's gonna cover, and I'm gonna take the over.
Hey, we're gonna give them a run for their money though on that line with Vita Vale, Diaby, and freaking can't see, bro. Gaines, all those boys over there, man. On that line, shit, man. He gonna run his ass off. It ain't gonna be
yeah,
no
well,
motherfucker. Ain't gonna be no sweet day. But just all in all, after our guys get tired or whatever, shit, he gonna kind of do what he wants.
it
That's how it
makes it,
works.
he'll be able to make enough plays. Yeah.
Hmm
Yeah, well, there we have it. Week 9 predictions, matchups. Until next week, fellas. Couple college matchups this week we'll keep an eye on. I'll be posting something to the page here pretty soon. Thank you guys, everybody. If you're still tuned in with the Let Loose podcast, I appreciate everybody, man. Episode 89. This was a fun one. Appreciate you, fellas. As
Yeah, yeah.
usual, man.
Definitely, definitely. Hey, go Gators
Easy.
too, man. Florida, Georgia, this weekend, man. Go Gators, man, for real. We're
Oh,
gonna
I'm
cover the
sorry, bro.
spread. We're gonna
We don't
cover
want
the
to talk about that.
we're gonna cover the spread, baby. We're gonna cover the
Hey, who
spread,
you got
man.
this week, Jordan?
Oh,
You know
Florida
we
and
got
Georgia?
we got Georgia.
Exactly.
Old
You know we
dogs,
got
dude.
Georgia.
You ain't got
Hey
no
man.
expect. I can't have no serious expectations for the Gators this year. Man, they have the
DJ
toughest
Lagway.
schedule, the
DJ
toughest
Lagway,
schedule
baby.
in the world, and you got Texas next week, don't you?
Hell yeah. And the Ole Miss after that. Definitely. Don't give a damn.
I'm
Hey
talking
man.
about Michigan. Who's Michigan got?
Oh, Michigan this weekend they have
I looked at it earlier, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
what the fuck does Michigan play? That Oregon.
That's
Oh,
right,
there you
Oregon.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There you go.
yeah.
So
So
I
you
don't
we in the
want to talk
same
too much
boat.
about that either. Yeah,
We on the
that
same boat. Shit, we got the same
yeah.
record. How
exactly.
life is grand. We got the
Hey,
same
Mich
record.
hey, Florida will lose by more than Michigan. I'll bet on that.
Nah, hell no.
All right, we'll bet it. I'll bet it up right now. Let's bet it up.
Nah, I'm good.
Bet it. Yeah.
Ah,
I don't know, cause them dogs is gangster, bro.
Yeah, it is. It's something else, bro. I don't know. Yeah, they something. They hungry, man. They hungry
It
for it,
is.
and we'll see how that factors in. But everybody have a safe weekend, all of that, and happy Halloween, man. Trick or
Happy
treat, take your kids
Halloween.
trick
happy
or treat,
Halloween.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
man, enjoy it. Get your holiday spirit out. Get you some gauges like my man Wes over here, man.
Yeah.
Got Michael
Check him
Myers
out.
on
Check
them.
him out. Michael Myers
Yeah,
up on your
yeah.
Okay,
ass.
hell yeah.
He
Mm-mm.
gonna get you. He
Mm.
gonna get you.
That's
That's
spooky
it.
shit, man. 'Tis the season.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
sir.
Let Loose Podcast.